I think of black people food when I think of Thanksgiving. It's, you know, soul food.
That's true. That's true.
You know, the stuffing, the chicken.
Yeah. That is the better version of Thanksgiving, though.
Newsflash: Asians eat chicken too. Okay.
All right, we got a little bit of news from our friend Uncle Roger.
Uncle Roger.
So he got a little bit of heat from particularly some certain groups of people for something he said about
What kinds of people?
food.
Well, what's new?
Exactly.
He's always saying funny, controversial shit.
All right, listen to this right here. And this is, you know, this happened a little while ago, but I just want to see what you guys think of it.
Okay. All Southeast Asian country got good food, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want food from Laos, Cambodia.
What? I love those countries. Yeah, don't talk shit. Don't talk shit.
Laos food like shit version of Thai food.
I know I don't look it, but I am.
That line.
It's like
Laotian food,
Thai food
is shit version of Thai food. Why are you laughing? Let's start with you. Let's start with Chuckles over there.
Cause he even already fucking put it. It says gets canceled soon. Like you already know. There's some things you just don't say, dude. Like why would you say that? It's just literally a not classy diss, but it's funny because of how unclassy it is.
But isn't it? I thought the joke is because he's Uncle Roger, like his character is a old Asian uncle, and a lot of old Asian uncles have stupid racist beliefs.
Right.
So he's making up.
Yeah.
That's the joke. The joke is
that's what we would hear from a person like this.
Yeah, and they'll believe it.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "Oh, everybody knows that." You know, Thai food's the best.
Yeah.
And they'll say something stupid like, yeah, everybody knows that Filipino food is just copying Mexican. Or something like
Exactly, yeah. It's like what Steve says about Filipino food, that he loads his plate up and just puts it in the fucking trash.
Just to hear the 3-pound thud.
He's like, oh, yeah.
Maybe it's also because when Steve says something like that, you're like, that's a joke. When this guy says something like that, you're like, oh, that's.
But also, I'm Steve's audience.
Yeah.
This is reaching people that they're not his audience. They just want to be. You know.
But to be fair, Uncle Roger shits on pretty much everybody, though. Right. Everyone gets it. He shits on the whites. He has so many videos of him just watching white people cook. And he destroys them. Yeah, dude, he destroys. Because to be fair, though, the way they make some fried rice, it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
What is their like food preference? Like white people. You know how black people, you got like chicken, Asian people, you got...
We were going over
Don't
this
ask me
yesterday.
because every food I'm gonna say is not gonna be your typical like hamburger, hot dog.
Yeah, you like casserole.
I feel like the only thing is like
Guac restaurant.
Meatloaf.
Table side. Oh, we love table side.
Yeah, we love
table side.
Apple pie.
fruit salad. Yeah.
LAX's lemonade.
LAX is...
You know what's crazy is everything that you just named. I'm like, that sounds disgusting.
Yeah, you're like meh.
Meh.
Tarragon chicken salad.
Boston Market.
Boston Market.
When I think of white people food, I think of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yams.
See, I don't know how. I think of black people food when I think of Thanksgiving. It's, you know, soul food.
That's true. That's true.
You know, the stuffing, the chicken.
That is the better version of Thanksgiving, though.
Newsflash: Asians eat chicken too. Okay.
But is it deep fried?
Technically, Koreans got really good fried chicken.
All Asians got their own version of fried chicken, though.
True, yeah.
And we stole it from black people, and that's okay, right?
But I think fried chicken in general is just like, it's worldwide, dude. Everyone's got their own chicken dish. You know what I mean? Every country got their
Different
own
kinds of fried chicken.
Except white people.
Yeah, white people don't even know how to fry chicken.
Well, actually,
Colonel Sanders is white.
Colonel Sanders, yeah. Or Cajun white. They're spicy whites.
Cajun white. Interesting.
He looked at you like. Did you see that shit?
He said Cajun what?
Cajun whites.
So it's fair to say a whole lot of Laotian people were pissed about this.
I think it's touchy because there's that whole Thai Laos like, what do you call it? Rivalry. And their food is similar, but they want to differentiate themselves. Like all the countries that are really similar, they probably are the biggest like rivals. And then they don't like to be like, we're not like anything like them, you know?
It seems like it would be difficult to try to, like if you had a Laotian restaurant out here and someone's like, oh, what's the food like? You don't want to say
it's like Thai food.
You don't want to say that.
But a lot of Laotians open up Thai restaurants though. because people don't know what Laotian food is.
I've never had a Laotian food before.
It's similar to Thai food.
I don't think I have either.
They got
It's similar.
It's good. Yeah.
for
What's
sure.
an example?
But when I had Laotian food, I had it in Nashville, and there's a huge Laotian community in Nashville, and those dudes they got country accents and everything. But it's so like country infused that it's probably not even like what Laotian food traditionally.
So what's a typical meal?
I honestly don't know the names. It's just a bunch of meats that were really good. I can't even compare.
I guess closest comparison would be Thai food.
Yeah. Like that's.
Don't say that.
I know, but don't say that. They get.
That's what it would be though. But you guys are all saying.
But they're not. I don't think it's bad to compare it and say that it's like Thai food.
All right,
but
top 10 Lao dishes you must try, okay? Popular food in Lao. Sticky rice is a staple throughout the country. Minced meat salad, aka larb. Green papaya salad.
That's Thai. Green papaya salad.
Don't say
That's
it.
Thai.
Steamed fish, baguette pate, wet noodles, crispy rice salad, Lao sausages.
Hold on, did these start in Laos and then
It's Southeast Asian, dude.
Right, it's like
They're the same. So they speak. The languages are similar, right? The only reason why there's two borders is because of the French. There's no.
Yeah, tell them.
Don't tell them that. But they were a kingdom of Champa.
Don't tell them.
It was the kingdom of Champa, I think. It was the Siam area. They were all like very.
They were all one
dude,
thing.
borders are man-made, right?
Yeah.
So like, it's kind of like people will be like, oh, Japanese and Korean food is so different, and I'm all like, nah, dude, Korean food is like Japanese food, but with more flavor, with sesame oil and kimchi. It's like the same ingredients.
Yeah.
This is, again, according to Google, food from Thailand is typically, has typically more curry, has a heavier base of curry, and much richer in flavor due to the coconut milk base in much of its cuisine. Lao food uses more lime and tends to lean on the saltier side and makes heavy use of padek, which is made of fermented freshwater fish.
Oh, that's probably like bahak.
Okay.
The Chinese one, I mean the Cambodian one. You know what was a trip? When I first tried a lot of Cambodian food, because it looks like Vietnamese food.
Yeah.
So you have an imagination of what it's gonna taste like, because if you tried Vietnamese food first, that's what's in your head. But then you eat it and you're like, oh, what the heck? This is not what I thought it would taste like. But all of that area, I don't think it's mainstream. I think that's the thing, is like the Southeast Asia area, people only know Vietnamese and Thai. They don't know anything else.
Yeah, Thai food's so popular here. It's kind of a go-to to compare lots of Asian food to Thai food because that's what you eat a lot of.
You know why there's a lot of Thai restaurants too? It's a lot of it is government sponsored. So the Thai government, that's their tourism marketing strategy.
Yeah.
So if you're a Thai
Get food out
family
there.
and you're like, yo, I want to start a business in America, the government will help you
Subsidize?
with the loan and a menu, and they'll help you branding and all that. So then, because they're like, if people get hooked on Thai food, they're gonna want to visit Thailand.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, not to speak for the Laotian people, like, but I understand comparing it. Is saying that it's a shit version of it acceptable?
That's fucked up, man.
But it was so clearly a character-based joke that, like, I get it, but I'm also not loud. Like, if you replace that with Filipino, like, I mean, still, I'm not like from the Philippines technically, so I still can't be in the.
I think it's because they don't got representation. So then there's like so.
I think it's a
little-
down punch still, in that form, right?
It's like, imagine if you're Kazakh and then like Borat is the only way people know what Kazakhstan is.
Which
and
is
then,
why
like,
they're upset about it.
But the whole Borat in Kazakhstan joke, for the people that do understand the humor, is that he's creating a Kazakhstan that Americans think is Kazakhstan because Americans are idiots.
He's making fun of Americans' ignorance.
He's making fun of the world view of like Kazakhstan.
At the end of the day, Kazakhs still don't like it that
they
much,
still
right?
don't like
So
it.
it's kind of like...
Yeah,
they still pay for the joke.
that's true. I think that's where
Yeah, I think-
satire is difficult.
I think the representation thing is a huge point, right?
Yeah, me too.
It's like if he's like talking shit on like Chinese food, like how many people are really gonna get mad? There's so many fucking Chinese everything everywhere. But then the second, like a country that doesn't have as much like familiarity, when we're sitting here like, what is Laos food? You know what I mean? It already doesn't have representation. This becomes like a popularized representation. And that's, you know?
He's so like that fool. I'm convinced he's uncancelable, man. That dude is he toes the line hardcore every time.
I mean, when he was here,
yeah.
remember he did the joke about like,
Yes.
let's get
Yup.
the world
Perverts.
pedals of the world, and then Greta Thunberg together to discuss.
But then that's his thing. Like, so he ended up saying, like, guys, like, Asian people talk shit about other Asians so much.
Yeah.
That's the basis for the character of Uncle Roger, is that he's gonna shit on other Asians. And that part, you gotta admit, is
Which is
true.
why it's still, at the end of the day, it's kind of funny.
But the
Like,
punch down
black
is
people
that
make fun of other black people.
exactly, yeah.
Same thing.
But the punch down is that we don't tend to make fun of Laotians because it's not enough.
That's a deep cut.
You know what I mean?
That's a deep cut.
We don't really make fun of them, honestly, because it's.
But also too, like, do you think because it's kind of an inside deep joke, there is a population of people that listen to that and be like, oh, that's fucking funny.
That's the problem, because I don't think people know enough about it to have a counterpoint. They're just like, oh, what do you know about lotions? I heard it's a shit version of Thailand. You know what I mean? That might be the only thing they ever heard.
Yeah.
That's what's funny about it.
I just don't understand taking a character seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a fucking character.
Some people don't believe it's a character sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can understand that. If no one's ever watched this show before and they saw this guy, then I can see, like, that just means that Uncle Roger's very convinced.
But you've hung out with him like when he's not Uncle Roger. So
He's worse.
Nah, but when you watch Uncle Roger 2, the first time I saw his videos, I just thought he was kind of clean a lot of the times, and then the more you watch his stuff, you're like, oh, he's kind of pretty raunchy. Like,
He is.
He's actually a lot more. I don't want to say offensive, but like, yeah, he talks a lot more shit than you would.
especially on stage.
Yeah,
His dark, he's very dark.
Yeah,
humor.
yeah,
like
that's
it's
right.
crazy. Yeah.
I mean, if this guy pissed off the actual like Chinese government to where they banned his videos on their platforms, and he's still okay,
And he's still doubling down on that too, isn't he?
I think he's not afraid of any other country, honestly. That would be the one that you don't want to piss off, right?
John Cena, bro, is submitting. You know.
When people get mad, it actually does the opposite.
Yeah.
And he gets more publicity
He does, yeah.
because he's not really saying anything that's cancelable, like enough. And he's not doing anything that's justifies being canceled.
Yeah.
But he's towing the line to the point where
He's towing the line.
And he's saying he's gonna
part of
get
the
canceled
conversation.
in the joke, right?
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
He says like, "Oh, what I said is fucked up" in a different way, without saying what he said was fucked up. You know?
right.
so I don't really know if it's doing what the people that don't like him.
I think he's gonna be fine, and I think like that's what he wants, man. That reaction. And honestly, like, he does give a good point where like people do honestly, like, Asians do talk a lot of shit about it.
He's not being a true Asian uncle if he's not talking shit about all other Asian countries.
And everybody gets it.
Yeah.
He does it to everybody.
And if it makes any Laotian people feel better, I've never Googled about Laotian food until today.
So now we know, thanks to Uncle Roger.
To learn, yeah.
Lao food is good, man.
Kalyne thinks he's absolutely right, though. That's what she said earlier.